Hey everyone, Old Mac here. I'm just back from an 8th-month trip across Africa and getting back into some Hearthstone. And one thing I noticed was there's players that could use some help starting out in the lower ranks. So I wanted to go through some of my gameplay and explain why I did what I did and hopefully help some people out. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a pro by any means. I just play to have fun. And so there will be some misplays. Everybody can get better. So if there are misplays, leave them in the comments below. Help me out, help everybody else out. And be sure to subscribe for some more videos. I'll be pushing out lots of videos in the future here. So let's get to the games. Alright, so this first match is against a priest. I'm currently playing a secret Paladin deck, which is more about board control, getting that early game going, keeping the board nice and clear so that you can set up for later game minions like Dr. Boom. So he doesn't work very well for us right now. Secrets, you really don't need them. Early, you want to try and keep them in your deck so that when you play something like Mysterious Challenger, you'll have something to go. What you're trying to aim for is minions like Shielded Minibot here, Secret Keeper, Haunted Creeper, things like that that can help you get minions out early. Coghammer is a good one to use with the Shielded Minibot. You can attack, then play the Coghammer, and then get the Divine Shield back. So turn 1, we drew into a Secret Keeper. We play that. We don't have any secrets to go with it, but it's alright because we can get it out early and get a 1-2 at least. He's busy thinking. Alright. Drew the Knife Juggler. That's a good one if we can draw into a Muster of Battle. I usually don't like to use the Knife Juggler by himself, because then you don't get any use out of him because he'll die very quickly. So here all we're going to do is we're going to attack face. Maybe make him use his 2 mana to heal himself back up, and then try and trade with his dragon. It doesn't do any good to attack the dragon now because he can just heal that up, and then we're back at square one and I'm down a minion. So we'll make him do the trades for this part. Next turn I can do the attack and Coghammer, which gives my guy his Divine Shield back, which helps out quite a bit. This priest is busy thinking about what he's going to do. So that's a bit of a shame. We can get rid of it here. Play that, like Coghammer, he gets Divine Shield and Taunt back, and then we take out his Taunt. So now he's got to attack the Minibot twice. And we still have a 2-2 weapon. Next turn we'll use one of our piloted Shredders. It's nice, 4-3, comes back as something else. It's a very good card in a deck like this. Please choose quickly. Powered Shield. He's going to heal it back up. Alright, so we're going to play the Piloted Shredder like I said, and then take out his dragon here. End our turn. Now if I had an extra mana, I could have played Redemption here so that when the Piloted Shredder dies, he comes back to life and you get the extra minion. But unfortunately I only had 4 mana there. So this next turn I can do that. I can play Piloted Shredder and Redemption depending on what happens here. If he takes the Piloted Shredder out, it might not make sense depending on what minion comes out, that I might not want that one back. So it all depends on what he plays here.
Is someone injured?
So here we will play Piloted Shredder. I will... Doesn't make much sense right now for me to go and attack the Northshire Cleric because I can't kill it, and it just leaves him with a chance for a card draw. So here I'm just going to go face. I'm going to play the Redemption on this one, and I'm going to save my weapon attack depending on what he plays next, or maybe I'll be able to take out the Cleric next turn. I drew into Consecration, so depending on what he plays here, it might come into use depending on the life numbers that he's got up there and what I can do with those. So it all depends on what happens here when he decides to play anyways. So here, get my piloted Shredder back, get a useless Ancient Watcher. If I drew into my Owl, I can silence that and then he can attack. But it all depends on what I get. So he keeps pumping up this Northshire Cleric, which is a bit of a pain. So here, I'm going to play my Knife Juggler and a guy. Hopefully it hits her. Nope. But that's alright, we'll be able to kill the Cleric here. That was a good throw. And play Avenge. Avenge is nice with a board like this if he kills anything. The only problem would be if the Avenge ends up on the Ancient Watcher, which would be pretty unlucky, because then even if I Owl to silence it, then he loses that buff anyways. So we have to hope that something like that doesn't happen. Which is exactly what's going to happen. It's pretty unlucky. So we drew into our Owl, so we can silence him. I'll use him to attack now. Still saving our weapon in case we get a minion that comes up and we'll be able to attack. Don't really need to attack his face for 2 right now. Playing Vol'jin, taking my Ancient Watcher's health away. It's alright, we'll still be able to kill it. And we'll play Dr. Boom after we take him out here. Still saving our weapon. You never know. If I drew into another weapon, then I wouldn't mind using my weapon attack. But you never just want to give it away just to hit the face for 2 damage. So he silenced everything. It's kind of bad, but it's not terrible. We still got 2 1/1s out. I'll just pick away at him for a while. So this turn, I'm just gonna Hero Power. Play Repentance. This late in the game, he might have some big minions coming out. So dropping it to 1 health can be pretty beneficial at this point. It's a card that you don't want to play early on when most players have low health minions already. So dropping a minion from 2 health to 1 health isn't going to do all that much. Light Bomb, that's a bit of a pain. Pretty good board clear. Muster. I can play Muster here. He just used his Light Bomb, so hopefully he won't have another one. Or Holy Nova kind of comes into play on this one. Holy Nova can wreck our day. But overall, we're still doing okay, even though he's got big card advantage on us. Our big card should be coming up here soon, hopefully.
How many fingers do you see?
So there's our secret, dropping him down to 1 health. Healing, it's not going to do anything. You're just wasting mana, maybe. And Shadow Word Pain on a 1/1 is looking kind of desperate right now. So here I'm going to use my attack to attack him in the face to keep my minions. It's always good to keep your minions as much as you can. I'm going to play our Shielded Minibot and another Hero Power. That's about all we can do at this point. I don't want to play Consecration right now, just because there's not anything out there and there'd be no use. So we're just going to hold on to that. Maybe he'll play some extra minions or something like that. We'll be able to get to use that. Silence. So here's a good turn to play Consecration, because then he won't get the use of the Dark Cultist. And then I'll play Competitive Spirit. Just maybe if these guys stay alive, they'll get buffed up. I'll throw another one out there for good measure. So I'm down to 10 health. If everybody survives, we'll win next turn. So we lose one of them. So we draw here Tyrion. That will help us. Use two of these guys to take out his... hit him in the face a bunch of times. We'll play Tyrion and another Hero Power. So now we got him down to 7. As long as he doesn't silence Tyrion, we should be in pretty good shape. Because even if he dies, we'll still get the 5 attack weapon. We have 11 damage right now, so either he needs to heal himself 3 more or kill some of our guys. Which he still hasn't done. And that's not going to help him. So that gives us a nice win. Cool, let's go on to the next game. Cool. For our next game here, we're going to be playing a mid-range hunter. It's different than your standard face hunter. It's still another kind of control deck, but you go a little more face than a normal control deck. So we're still going to want to hold on to our early game. We have Flare in here for in case you come up against a secret paladin or something with secrets. Warlock doesn't have secrets that we have to worry about, so we don't have to worry about hanging onto that one. The Owl isn't, we'll keep that until later. The Bow is pretty good, so we'll hang on to that, and then the Leper Gnome, of course, we can play that turn 1. So we drew into our Haunted Creeper for turn 2, and then Explosive Trap to help out our Bow get some more durability. So turn 1 we'll play the Leper Gnome, which will most likely trade into his Flame Imp. And there's our Flare that we really didn't want. But it's still good, it gets us a draw. So the Leper Gnome's a good card because you can trade and then still do 2 damage to the hero. Alright, so this turn I think I'm going to coin out the Bow, just so I can get rid of that taunt and then one of his Flame Imps. And next turn we can play, depending on what he plays, we can play Explosive Trap, Web Spinner, or Haunted Creeper, Web Spinner. Anything like that that helps us out. Lots of options are good in this deck. Lots of low cost cards, so you usually have lots you can choose from. So I think we will explosive trap and web spinner here. And we'll hang on to our weapon for a turn. Plays the Nerubian Egg, which is no fun at all because he'll die and bring out his 4/4. But we'll be able to kill it here. Or we can quick shot, even though we don't get the card draw. I think so. We can get rid of two for one here. We'll quick shot it and kill his 4/4, and then take out that guy and play our haunted creeper. So we drew into the beast, which is kind of funny. So we'll see how that comes out. Next turn is looking like a piloted shredder turn. Even though we'd be leaving a mana on the board, usually try and make as much use out of your mana as you can. So here, what we'll do is piloted shredder. And then we'll take out his guy there. And with this one, we'll hang on to our bow. So next turn we can play the beast. Hopefully he doesn't have any way to get rid of it right away. So once he does, he gets a 3/3. Alright. So we can play the beast here. Next turn we can do Knife Juggler Lotheb. I think that's a pretty good play. We'll take that guy out and we'll attack one of his spiders to give our beast a little breathing room, hopefully. Problem is that Warlock has a lot of removal cards that can take a minion out pretty quickly and pretty easily, so hopefully he's not drawn into one of those. Doomguard is no fun. So what I think we'll do is we'll play Lotheb and our Bear Trap for this turn. Help us get something else out. Knife Juggler would just die. Alright, so now we can Knife Juggler Animal Companion, get another taunt, play our flare, get a draw. Got another bow, that'll come in handy next turn. So should probably clear the board here. So we got two taunts. I can take out both of these guys and see what he doesn't have any demons in his hand, so that was good. So he's gonna fish and see what else he can find. Looks like he might be killing our Lotheb. Or he's gonna kill our bear. Implosion always hits for 4 when you need it to not hit for 4. So play everything we got, take out what we can. And with these guys we'll just go face and win the game. So there we go, that was it. Thanks for watching. I'll be coming up with more videos later where I'll be going over my reasons for what I play and why I play. Be sure to subscribe, put any comments down below, any questions, and I'll be sure to check on those and answer them the best I can. Thanks a lot, guys. See ya.